Previously on the Persona Challenge Run. Welcome to the prologue, welcome to the first fight in the game, and welcome to the first reset. Yes, I'm keeping count, that number is going to get big. This one, I already knew what I was going to do. Meaning that every time I want to attempt this second fight with Morgana, I've had to keep restarting again and again for the first. Oh! Oh, we did it! Oh, alright, we got through first phase. That was good. That was really good. Whoa. Oh, ho, ho. Damage. And then hopefully we evade this, which we didn't. And that is how this is going to work, basically. I'm doing this off stream now. Basically because I do not want to subject any of my viewers to 3 more hours of this nonsense. And it could have been bad. What? I'm planning on making this just the video montage. I have got way too much fishing footage now. That one over there. I missed it. Unless he turns around, or the other fish is going for it. This is exciting! Now this is the content we're all here for. After doing a Mementos grind and an unplanned midstream fish, we enter Futaba's palace. This palace features a lot of bless and curse enemies. We actually have an accessory in the form of the St. Hermelin badge, which gives the holder immunity against those elements, meaning that we can avoid a lot of damage here. This palace also sees the introduction of sacrificing personas to level up others, which we will use immensely in the following palace. In the interlude before we infiltrate, we finally max out our technical rank. This means that any technical attack will always knock down enemies and do some pretty good damage. With a few more fish under our belt, we go and begin to infiltrate this palace. The Raging Bird God fight here is no issue, but I do have some issues when I begin infiltration. And we're going to be avoiding all the fights we can, but I think we're going to have to take some of these. I'd probably, if I'm being smart, I should make them all run hide, but whatever. We'll be fine. Maybe not. Oh, seriously? Oh my goodness. Please, let me leave. Alright, there's all my SP gone. It's alright, we got camera strap. It's all good. Oh, fire. Alright, where's Raoul? That's all. Jesus. I didn't expect to do that much. Okay. Oh, shiza. Is this a spot? Oh! Don't lag now! Not the time! Are you serious, internet? Oh my goodness. I should probably clarify why this is happening, because I've had a few people ask me how I'm playing Persona on my computer. Sony has this app called PlayStation Remote Play, which just allows you to stream your PlayStation to your machine, and by plugging in a controller, the machine will send back the inputs to your PlayStation. The PS Vita, and yes, I shamefully have to admit I do own one, does the same thing. The reason I'm streaming to my computer here is so I can do everything through OBS and keep all the recordings in one place. So no, I'm not emulating the game, and I don't have access to the PC copy of Persona 5 Royal, but thank you for theory crafting anyway. To unlock the corridor, we have to go through a mini-boss in the form of the Coffin-born God, who is a bit of a challenge due to... rats. As in... rats. This is the rat one. Being turned into a rat means you lose your persona, any skills, and the ability to do anything on your turn, generally ending with this. Okay. That's fine. So we are attempting to quickly end these fights with our entire party. As always, abusing technicals get us through this, as with most of the fights here. A lot of Futaba's palace is around individual section puzzles, with the main types being gem, binary code, and picture puzzles. Okay. I really hope they make Persona 6 harder. Or at the very least offer some difficult, really difficult setting, because the difficulty settings in this game, they're not difficult, to put it frankly. The moment you figure out the mechanics of this game, I think the technical's like the hardest thing to learn. But once you realize that technical damage is just so good, and you figure out how to level it up, which is very obscure in the main game, in just Royal. Like, leveling up technicals isn't something that's obvious. And the way you unlock it is very obscure as well, because you need to buy certain items and you need to have certain proficiency levels. But they don't tell you that before you attempt to do it. You know, there is merciless mode, but the fact is that that's not really a challenge, because it's the same for everyone. That, you know, everyone gets increased critical and weakness damage, and most of the time in this game, you're always attacking first and you're just exploiting weaknesses, because that's how you're supposed to play it. Merciless isn't hard. And for this run, it's actually better than I'm on Merciless, because it's easier for me. And so like the hardest mode in this game is just hard. It's not Merciless, which is a bit weird. All right, let's just do this. Oh, go. Oh my goodness! I just did that? I thought I got the hook. I took damage, okay. Ah, screw it, we're just gonna walk in. Oh, for the love of, I did it again. I thought that guy just didn't see me. Oh, thank you, Juan. It's not like it matters completely, though. Yeah. The jump scare's getting to me now. Oh, that is the button. Oh, Jesus. Anything that gives you SP after a fight is generally exploitable. Anything that gives you SP at all, and that's why like all the SP skills in this game are so low in value. Like, you don't get SP basically. Like, I think it's what, Restore 2, 4, and 6 with Invigorate 1, 2, and 3. And like that's the tricky thing when you're designing a game like this. When it's like, you know, resource focused, like how SP generally is in most games. How do you balance out the resource game? Yeah. And so Persona 5 does it quite well. It makes it so that SP wise, depending on how many enemies you've got and what their weaknesses and stuff is, you're generally better off using the single target skills. Yeah, so the resources you have in Persona, putting it simply, you have HP, the personas themselves, SP, time, and money. Those are your main ones. Then you have just generic items. And it is a game designer's job, at least in my opinion. You want to get like the perfect balance of all those things. That's really hard. Especially stuff that you're not supposed to have an infinite amount of, right? You're not supposed to be able to get easy. Namely SP. Like, in a game like this, especially in like the dungeons themselves, the main issue that players have is to have enough magic to do what they need to do, right? And the whole idea is you're supposed to limit your use of magic, you know, while casting stuff. And so you really don't want players being able to get all those magic points back. Like, that's one of your main jobs. And so you have to limit those opportunities, but you still need to present those opportunities. I mean, that's why they add the will seed, so you can easily, well, it's not easily, more easily complete the palaces one go. Mind you though, the SP adhesive is better than having the skill in your persona, because then at least you're not taking up a skill slot. This is leading to why camera strap is stupidly good, because 10 SP is way too much. Even like at the start of the game, it's a crazy amount. Even like at the end game, it's still a fair bit that you're getting per turn. And not only on top of that, you're getting SP heal as well. Sorry, HP heals. So it's really good. And yes, it only happens when you're ambushing, but you should be ambushing every fight anyway. So what does it even matter? When I did my money grind by exploiting Hypixie, one of the ways I did it was I had Makoto, and Hypixie is weak to nuclear, right? So I had Makoto doing her hit all nuclear skill, right? And that was only costing me 10 SP a round, yeah? And so each time I did that, I just got the SP back. Like each turn I went to go and knock down and do the exploit, I just got it back anyway, so it didn't matter. Persona 4 first and second semester, relatively easy game. Earlier palace is definitely harder than the later ones. But once you get over that hurdle and you kind of start thinking on the same wavelength as that game, it's pretty easy. Then third semester comes along, right? And the gimmick of the dungeon, third semester dungeon, is that every time you take a fight, when you leave that fight, you lose half of your SP. That's it. So if you enter the fight with 200 SP, and let's say you win it without using any SP, you're down to 100. And so it incentivizes you to like not want to play it, but at the same time, it drip feeds you just enough like items, like SP healing items, that it makes sense. Like it nails that kind of golden ratio of grind and not, and like actually having to manage your resources. Because at that point in the game, literally nothing phases you. You can beat that game without even thinking about it. And so that like third dungeon in that game, I think is really good. I know a lot of people think it's not particularly great, but I really like it. Because it just brings the challenge back into the game, and it's so much fun. I honestly think that the longest bit concerning this palace is actually like skipping the time to it. I've kept my saves from my first challenge run. I don't know why, I guess it's sentimental. Or in case I ever need to like go back to a new game. But quite frankly, that doesn't set me up well for New Game Plus, that save. It's just a mess. I've just made personas with like the sole purpose of reflecting. Another thing I'll predict, there is no way that Persona 6 gets on PC at launch. I reckon 10 years later it'll happen, but I think Sony would kind of be fools to not be like, no, that game, PlayStation 5 exclusive, thank you very much. Like, there is no way Sony doesn't pay bank to Atlas for that. Oh, for love of... He's actually getting jump scared. This is upsetting. I've been thinking, I think soon I could probably take on the Reaper, honestly. Yeah, Reaper's going to be very useful. Ah, Tevin, thank you for the follow. I was going to say, nice for you to join me in my suffering. Alright, cool. Awesome, that's it. So, now I'm about to I have to pull up the fusion calculator, basically, and just figure out what persona I want to do this with. The main thing we're looking for is something that just ignores this and this over here. So none of these guys are good. Oh goodness, nothing's gonna work. Nothing without some modification. With the infiltration route secure, I can finally do something I have been looking forward to. I can show you all how easy this fight can be done. For those of you who have watched the previous challenge run, you'll remember how I lost my footage here. Well, I am happy to report I have all of it this time, and I'm using the same tactic as before. Wakaba can only use wind and physical skills, meaning that if we have a persona with wind and physical reflex, we cannot take damage this entire fight. With our ability to summon higher level personas, and with Kaguya holding a repel physical, we fuse to eventually get Sudama with repel wind and physical. Having this, we get everything ready and send the calling card. That's all the prep. We're done. That's what's going to win us this fight. Alright, so let's send the calling card and finish this. Alright. So yeah, reflect all of this basically. Alright, get ready for the big attack she's going to do. Oh yes. Oh yes. Literally don't even need Futaba. What are we even doing here? I should have put this on hard as well. We would have been able to get more damage reflected back there. Didn't even think about that. You know what the worst thing about this is here? Futaba is going to protect us with a barrier, and we can't do the reflect damage. See, look at this. Oh wait, it's only like 2,000 damage. It did like 5,000 before. Oh, I'm supposed to say Futaba. I'm supposed to say no. That's okay, because we just do reflect damage, so it doesn't matter what I'm saying. Why? I don't think I have to do anything. I think I can just like leave now and make something to drink. I might actually. I didn't actually know that this could happen. That you could like, this was an option in the fight, that you could like, actually say these things, and Futaba just won't help you. Alright, is that it? Hey! Winner! With Futaba's palace sorted in the laziest boss fight ever, I had a lot of time left. Thinking ahead, Okumura's palace features two big challenges, enemies with both immunities to everything and stupidly high health pools. As such, two things had to be done. Job 1, the fish god badge had to be sorted. Soon we are going to have some bosses who we won't be able to block with their almighty attacks anyway. Job 2 was a bit more important. It was time to fuse a badass, Izanagi no Okami, a DLC persona who has the best damaging attack in the game. Myriad Truths is a 3x hit all heavy almighty attack. In combination with Victory Cry and Country Maker, he can output some crazy damage and restore all SP at the end of fights. In combination with some network fusion exclusive skills such as Almighty Amp and Boost along with magic ability, all of which we'll be getting soon, we can tackle anything. These two things alone will be essential in carrying us further into the run, so it was time for a montage. Okumura's palace has gone from the one I most feared last run to the palace I am now looking forward to. Now with an amazing Izanagi behind me and the inability to run out of SP, we should be able to breeze through here, and quite frankly, this should be a common theme for the next two palaces up to Shido's boss. After dealing with the whole Morgana Ryuji thing, we start Haru's introduction fight, which is quickly ended after we pull out Izanagi, and quite frankly, we'll be doing this for every fight in this palace, so I'll be glossing over these bits with abrupt edits. I have finally managed to get this bad boy. Highlights include Myriad Truths, which is a ridiculously powerful move, Victory Cry, which means we don't have to worry about SP, we can just use this to kill anything. Strength and Almighty, Alley Dance, the rest is just filler until I get the other network fusion exclusive skills, including Almighty Boost, Magic Ability, and the one that reduces SP cost, and I cannot remember its name. Yeah, I think we're pretty good to go. So today's going to be quite breezy. We should be able to get this done just today. Getting past the facility surroundings with a brisk walk, we enter the export line where we go for the first will seed. Okumura's will seed is actually stupidly good for us. It gives any party member with it equipped the ability to apply concentrate to anyone else. Basically, we're giving this to one of our party members to concentrate Michelle at every opportunity. It's gonna be useful. Which means we have to actually start caring about will seeds now, basically. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Let's keep it
So, apologies if this gets a bit boring.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm just gonna start with Myriad Truths to, kill those side guys. Oh, it almost killed him anyway. You know? Alright, and it's, nuke as well. Okay. Well, that works. Oh, why am I playing on Merciless difficulty now, by the way? It is time to switch off, because unless I'm doing technicals, it's not gonna matter. And I should be able to just end fights immediately.
Let's go.
Screw it. Oh, okay, that works, yeah. I forgot. I don't know why I thought they had so much more HP. No, they're all weak. It's just that when you get into the actual, like, boss fight with Okumura, they have increased HP values, and the wiki doesn't reflect that. I think it does now. And, like, all things considered, this is, like, this whole bit is not an issue compared to last run where it became a major issue, and I wasted so much of my life on it. So, I'm counting my stars, you know, my lucky stars. Fortunately, with me having Izanagi now, nice side effect, I do get to start literally every fight. Just because the agility is so high. Oh, I hope I start first. Alright, I'm good. Okay. So yeah, this was the most annoying puzzle in the game. It's a lot more streamlined in Royal. You just have to kind of go to the new place you unlock. That is the trick. Let's hit him with an electric. Oh, he's not, but he did get shocked. So and we're going to attack with myriad troops. Alright, cool. It is still worth it for me to hold the Crystal of Greed on my guy. So I do get automatic attack master. Yeah, it just increases my attack at the start of battle. Yeah, I might as well just have that on me. Are we done with all the airlocks? Hang on, we might be at the end now. Wait, we're finished. We've done the palace. Okay, there is, yeah, we just gotta go up ahead, be like, hey, that exists. And then we just go into the safe room that's behind us. Okay, we're done. Seriously, Okumura is not a problem for us at all this time around. Being able to actually, you know, attack does that for a run. Even with the health values being increased in the boss fight, something that still isn't reflected in the wiki, and I'm going to hold that grudge till the day I die, we should now be able to do so much damage that it frankly won't matter. The only thing that possesses a challenge to us is the Executive Director. With 5,000 hit points, he is currently out of our one-turn kill capabilities, but fortunately there is a good chance he will waste his time with charging up and buffing, so it shouldn't be an issue. And on the off chance that an enemy gets an attack on me, I had the foresight to give Izanagi Repel Physical, so there is more than a good chance we have nothing to worry about. That's the one thing, like Persona 4 and 3, it is so ridiculously hard to avoid enemy encounters, like when you're running away, right? This game, even if you're sprinting in their face, they don't care. Oh yeah, and this fight has a timer of 30 minutes, but unless you're doing the previous run, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's win. Right. How much? 30. Okay, it is 30. Oh, Futaba, you're amazing. Thank you. That's the one thing, I have to, during the break, I have to level up Futaba so she can do concentrate and charge onto the party, because that will actually genuinely be useful. I think we should be able to get through it. Oh no! It is only a physical attack though, which get reflected. Okay, we're gonna concentrate. Okay, everyone's done that. Oh, there's a sacrifice order. That just means we have to kill them now, basically. Which we can do. Alright. So this is the one I'm afraid of. I'm just gonna use that. So he should only do physical attacks. This is awesome. Okay, good timing. There is a good chance that he powers up for an almighty attack here. No, okay, he's not. He might do it next turn. If he does it next turn, that is the best thing that can happen. Because that means we get another turn to deal damage for him. Yes, okay, he's charging up. Good, we got this. Oh, okay. I can increase the this one. I should. Yeah, so I think this is just an insta-kill, like immediate. It isn't! Okay, but she can only do physical attacks. We probably should have concentrated. Alright. Let's just smite him. Oh, this was beyond just amazing. That was great. That's all my anger from last time. Gone now. So, a really easy time, and a good screw you to last run. Over the break, I had a bit of work to do. First of all was maxing out my Izanagi with Spellmaster, a passive ability that reduces SP cost by half. In combination with this accessory here, it's stupidly powerful, and means we can now use 15 SP Myriad Truths. We spend a good while on this, along with some confidants, namely Futaba, as she will be very useful in increasing our damage to end fights quickly. This also includes taking her to the jazz club on certain days to increase her usefulness globally. We also polished up Maruki, but there is actually even something more important we have to do, and that's eating at the maid cafe. Surprisingly, I had only this achievement to go, ordering from the secret menu, and then I got the platinum trophy. So I decided it would now be time to simp, and I have finally platinumed P5R, along with a fifth of everyone else who has played this game, so not a crazy achievement, but still I did it anyway. We finally did Maruki's introduction, which wasn't too annoying except for one misstep. Afterwards, we prepared ourselves for the casino. The casino chapter started with me leveling up Haru. Her barriers will be vital in preventing damage and keeping this run alive, with Lifewall and Maruki's palace being essential. I also worked on Izanagi's magic stat in order to increase damage output even more. We want this to be 99 for maximum damage. To achieve this, we use lockdown and some incense, along with sacrifices to increase level. The actual level of my character, not the persona, is also used in the damage calculations directly, so XP in general just helps us immensely, more so than ever. As these final palaces, we have to stretch every bit of damage potential we can in order to beat the upcoming bosses. Sai herself will be difficult due to her Leviathan form. Shido has 5 phases we have to worry about, and the Holy Grail and Yaldabaoth will feature heavy RNG on top of high health pools. We will go over the specifics later, but just know we are starting to work on it. With Akechi's introduction fight ended as quickly as it started, we have to move into the staff only area to get our hands on a member's card. Yeah, everything in this palace should be quite cruisy. There's one fight, and it's the arena bit, that I'm a little worried of, but aside from that, we should be good.
2 enemies. They're strong, so watch it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what those damage numbers are going to look like on the actual boss itself, and that's my main worry, pretty much. So one of the things I am using, so I pull all the information for these challenges from a fair few resources, and one of the best ones is just other people's gameplay. And so I saw this video today, which gives me a kind of idea of how long it's going to take to beat these guys, right? This is going to help me at least plan everything I need to. So Shido, I want to check something, and I've got a feeling, yeah, so he has to go through all his forms, okay. But we get first turn on each of these form changes, so that's not an issue. It's more this bit I'm a bit worried about. Oh, that's foreboding. This is maxed without concentrate, I don't think. Is he using the concentrate accessory there? I can probably tell if I look at his spell list. Gambler's Foresight. He is. Bugger. Oh, Bullet Hail. Alright, well, literally no damage in comparison to what we're about to do, but whatever. Is this just the way back to the main lobby? Because I think it might be. After acquiring the card and completely forgetting about the will seed here that I do later backtrack for, we enter into the first gambling section. In order to get the required chips to progress to the next area, we sneak into the back to rig one of the rooms into our favour. I should really worry about what protectors I'm putting on my people. Please. I'm just going to show you all an image that I've got saved on my desktop as a reminder of the things that I've done. Yeah. That took so much work as well, getting that. Oh no. Ignore the 140p. It's fine. No, don't do this to me. It's hanging on by a thread, this internet. Come on. Is it this way? Oh, hang on, this is not marked. Yes, no, this is it. Okay. We did it. Alright. We should be able to just Myriad Truths this. I don't think there's too much HP. Yeah. We're gonna ignore the 140. Oh god, it's back again. We're back. I can't see anything. Genuinely, the slot machines on my screen just look appalling right now. But one of the silver linings of this run is that Samir actually gets access to Ali Dance. Like, that's a part of her level ups. No, I will be able to have 3 party members with Ali Dance. Oh, after this, let's go back and let's sacrifice someone to Izanagi. Let's get him with Almighty Amp. I don't think I've got that current. So I'm gonna get like XP and level ups now. Heat Up, useless for us. Salvation, useless for us. I want Almighty Boost basically. Yep, that failed. That's all good. I don't lose Izanagi though, which is the important thing. Increases. Now let's see. I can still sacrifice something. Awesome. I'm just gonna get rid of Heat Riser. Because I want to get that on something else basically. And now we have incredible almighty damage basically. So we're going to the next level now. Oh, we're kicked out of this palace now, aren't we? Yes, of course. Because we have to do the corner room bit. Great thing is about me doing my big fusion thing. More compendium I click, the less it is to. Hang on. Oh, it's Halloween! Wait, what? I had no idea this happened on Halloween. Hey, this is a feature in this game? I genuinely have never seen this before. What? Alright, anyway, what were we doing? Here. Okay. Sorry, this game continues to surprise me. Even after however many playthroughs. Too many. And I do want that, the Will Seed accessory pretty much starting from now. So we're going to do the Will Seed straight away, which is just up top. If I start with Flow, that'd make this fight very easy. I wonder if I'll get it. That was a fair bit of damage. We might be fine. Oh, bugger. Okay. Alright, hopefully we dodge this. Awesome! Alright. I should point out Sai's Will Seed ability. Its active Gambler's Foresight grants evasion to all party members and is pretty useful on its own, but the passive when upgraded mementos grants Concentrate when heading into battle. Giving it to Michelle, we can enter fights with a charged up Myriad's Truth, which will solve most of our problems. Between this and Okumura's Will Seed, the one that allows someone to concentrate another member, we can do an amazingly powerful attack each turn and use our other members for general buffs and debuffs. So it's the Shadow bit and then it's the Arena bit. Fortunately, this Shadow Maze is not an issue at all. It's a little bit gimmicky, but not too bad. If you're going to design a maze, where the whole idea is that no one can get out of it, then why do you even make an exit? You make a fake door. But whatever, I'm not here to talk about the architecture of this place. Yeah, so after this I'm going to watch some footage of just the side boss fight from just other YouTubers. And if I can find one instance of someone not getting bet HP as their first move, then I'm just going to keep rolling for that. But if, like, literally I search through, like, all the first page results, like all the ones I can find, and I don't find that happening, then I'm just going to ignore it. Oh, not an insta-kill. Oh, now attacking me. Oh, I dodged it. Okay, great. Or at least doing a grind of mementos. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That should be fine. Oops, I'm lucky I got to that quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna get a wonderful night's sleep. Then I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll do all this, basically. Try to beat the boss. I will just add that Izanagi, while extremely helpful for us, isn't going to make this run a walk in the park now. The palaces after do offer some challenges in how the phases of the bosses play out, but I'll leave it till then. Now, you can only send the calling card to Sai on the final day alone, which gives us plenty of time to figure out how we're going to deal with her and her 8000 HP second form. And this is all regardless of the fact that I will soon be dealing with Shido and the Holy Grail. To do this, we have to look at how damage is calculated in this game, and to do that, I'm going to use a forbidden technique only taught in schools. That's right, more math. So damage in this game is calculated by a few statistics. When concerning magic attacks, the game uses 3 formulas for the total damage. One to work out the attack power onto a target, one that considers the defense of a target and how to reduce that damage, and a final one that considers level disparity between the attacker and the defender. For our sake, let's combine these equations together. A numerator of total attack, a denominator of total defense, and a factor of level. Now, the denominator we are unable to influence in any way. This bit here considers the endurance of the enemy, and for party members it considers armor, but enemies don't have that. We can't physically change this bit as it is a statistic of the enemy, but we can apply the defense decrease to help us a bit. The other two components, on the other hand, is where we can really increase our damage. Starting with the total attack, it takes our skill power, which is just the level of damage we are doing, light, medium, heavy, etc., and adds it to the skill power multiplied by our persona's magic stat divided by 30. Simplifying, this means that at 30 magic, we deal 2 times the damage, at 60 3 times, at 90 4 times. As we can only reach a stat of 99 and can't go over, this means we can achieve a multiple of 4.3. The level factor is a bit unclear as there is not too much reliable data on it, but there is enough to know how we can use it. For those who have versed the Reaper at low level, this is why you do so little damage. If the attacker is at roughly the same level as the defender, the number being about 4 or so levels between them, then nothing happens. But after that point, damage can increase or reduce drastically. If the attacker is 15 levels or lower than their target, then the total damage will be reduced by a factor of 0.04. To put this in perspective, an attack that would have done 500 damage will only end up doing 2. In contrast, however, if the attacker is 10 or more levels higher than the defender, the damage will be increased by a factor of 1.5. This is why you do so much damage at higher levels on some weaker enemies. Side note, for the protagonist, it will consider their level, not the level of their persona. This is why when you summon in a higher level persona, you don't see that immediate damage increase, outside of their magic stat that is. So, to max out damage, we have to increase Michelle's level to that of a level 99 Godfather, and Izanagi's to max out his magic. So, how to level up quickly? That's quite simple, the Reaper. With a bit more grinding through insta-kill, we are almost at the right level to take him down. Needless to say, however, I was going to need some good RNG to dodge his initial attacks and be able to perform some of my own. I decided that a party of Arn, Haru and Makoto was going to be best here, as they all have good evasion protectors, decent buffing skills, and with President's Insight, I could concentrate Michelle. So I put on some tunes and prepared to kill death. After that, we progress to the fight. With everyone now fully prepared and ready with all the best gear, and with Michelle featuring a really cool persona, I have to now face facts and admit something. In phase 1 of this fight, there is force damage in the form of size roulette and bet HP. This bit is completely scripted, you will always end up with this bet in the first turn as it demonstrates the mechanics of this fight. There is no way around this either, as Sai in this form has 65,535 hit points, and attacking her endures her penalty, reducing you to 1. As such, rule 4 for force damage, and we quickly figure out how she is cheating. And so this is where she enters into her second phase. The Vibe and Bond, this is like where the actual fight is. Which we should insta-kill. If I've done all my math correctly, it's not gonna matter. And I've lost my attack increase. But I do have charge. Let's just go for it. Oh, if I had had my buffs, it would have been good. Alright, I'm just gonna hope we evade the next attack. That's a bit of a pickle for it now. Okay, this should be easy. I'm just being a bit of a fool. Oh, I thought it was gonna be lower defense. I thought you were gonna be really cool, Futaba, but whatever, that works too. Yeah, so that's why I thought that was going to be pretty easy. With the boss defeated, all that's left is to catch us up to where we begun this adventure. So let's skip ahead and get ready to take on Shido. Oh, I'm glad. Welcome to the end of part 2. The epic conclusion to this saga will be released in a week's time, so subscribe if you wish to be notified. I am enjoying reading all of your feedback from the last video, so please comment below your thoughts and any suggestions you might have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all around.